Sabouts, and Rogueliker.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Dwarf Fortress Succession Game. My name is Sabouts, and this will be my second installment for the fort being under my control. This is also episode 18. So let's go ahead. Last episode we left off. The troll was attacking us, which was kind of something I needed to deal with. It looks like it's kind of already being dealt with, but I'm not really sure if this is a bad thing. A severed has been torn. The troll misses the Marks Dwarf. The Marks Dwarf bashes the troll in the lower body with his silver warhammer, bruising the muscle and tearing the lower spine nervous tissue. The troll misses the Marks Dwarf. The Marks Dwarf bashes the troll in the left foot with his silver warhammer, bruising the muscle. The Marks Dwarf stabs the troll in the upper body with his silver short sword, tearing the muscle and fracturing the right floating ribs. A tendon in the right floating ribs has been torn. The Marks Dwarf slashes the troll in the lower body with his silver short sword, tearing the muscle. So he's got a short sword and a warhammer, and he's a Marks Dwarf. So he's pretty much just at this point badassing it, I guess, which is fine. Where is my squad? I might need to take control of these guys here. I'm trying to remember how to take control of these guys. Because we might as well come help them, right? Inactive, civilian division, active/training. Not really sure how to actually get these guys to it's been so long. It looks like they're gonna get him. Oh, the troll's actually killing one of those guys. Oh my god, Fritzy, no. Oh no. The troll scratches the miner in the right foot, tearing apart the muscle through the llama wool shoe. An artery has been opened by the attack and many nerves have been severed. The troll attacks the miner, but he rolls away. The troll attacks the miner, but he rolls away. He scrambles away. He rolls away. The troll passes out from exhaustion. Okay, we killed the troll, but that miner is bleeding out fast. Like, we need our doctors or somebody. Here they come. They've got him. Can they close the wound before he bleeds out, though? That's the question. They're going to get him to the hospital in time. He is at the hospital. Where is the doctor? He's going to bleed out. This is awful. Which dwarf is this again? Is this Fritzy or... It's Fritzy. Oh no, Fritzy, you're going to be so disappointed in me. I'm so sorry, man. I didn't know this was going to happen. Oh no. He is afraid after experiencing trauma. He doesn't feel anything after seeing a troll die. He is shaken after suffering a major injury. Well, other than that, he is being a badass about it. His right foot is cut open. That seems to be the only thing really. His right foot's cut open, but there was a lot of nerves and an artery had been struck, and there was a lot of nerves exposed in the attack. So I think he's going to be okay so long as the doctors get to him and start taking care of him. I think we're going to be just fine. What do we have here? Elephant leather cap. Is that forbid? No, it's not. Okay, now one thing I wanted to bring up, now that troll encounter is over, I think the doctors are going to get to Fritzy, so I think he's going to be just fine. He is a miner, so hopefully we can get him moving forward. But for our Save Beddick challenge, there was actually another challenge hidden here that I didn't notice until I started looking around. And if we click on him, we could take a look, or not click on him, but hover over him, we could take a look up there at the top there. We see Profession and Complete Courtyard. So there was a second challenge hidden there, and we need to go ahead and complete the courtyard. The courtyard being this area out here, which just looks absolutely atrocious. I mean, we've got all sorts of just crap laying everywhere. not rough chalk block floor. Like, this is just all needs to be redone, and the trade depot probably moved. So yeah, we'll spend this episode doing some work on the courtyard and getting it all set and good to go. Very first thing I think we should do is, of course, chop down all the trees that are in the main courtyard area, because it's just blatantly, it's just not really helping to have it there. So let's go ahead and chop down all of those trees. Now, I don't think I'm going to get the courtyard completely under wraps, because it is a fairly large thing to work on, but it's definitely something that I can put some effort into and get it at least looking good. Now, one thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and wall this up. The reason I'm going to do that is because, as you can see right now, there's actually a way for, say, a goblin invasion or somebody attacking us to get around those traps. And since the trade depot's outside, the caravan does not have to pass traps to get to the trade depot, and so we're going to go ahead and wall this up, since the only reason we had opened it up originally was so that the trade caravan could come through. So now we'll wall it up so that way enemy units have to pass over our traps to get in. And I think I'd like to use chalk if I can. I don't see, right there, chalk, because we have so much of it. There we go. And it looks fairly well, actually. And I'm pretty sure the rest of this is chalk, so it should actually blend in. Yes, it is. Chalk wall. We've got plenty of chalk. There's no lack of it, so there's no reason to be to really worry about spending it up. Now I'm going to go ahead and extend the excuse me. Oh my goodness. I'm going to go ahead and extend the seed stockpile, because I see that we do have some seeds that are sitting around. It looks like we also have some beverages sitting around, so I'm going to go ahead and extend the drink stockpile. Now the food stockpile appears to be okay, so I'll leave that as is, but yes, definitely going to get the stockpile for beverages extended. Now I see Rogueliker here is turning this little area into sort of a finished goods spot. Eventually I actually want to turn that entire area into a military training spot, and I want to move the finished goods up into here, I believe. Well, actually I changed my mind. The finished goods shouldn't be here, though, because they're not going to be inside of our fort if I lift the drawbridge. That's the problem that I'm having. So this needs to be something, but it definitely doesn't need to be that. Maybe I will make it like a training area, but and then I'll turn this into a finished goods stockpile. But that at the same time, I feel like our troops should be inside. Like, if I have to close the drawbridge, I don't necessarily want the troops all outside to get slaughtered. That would be an issue. Huh, that's interesting. I guess that's something I'm going to have to think about. Now, what is this here? Some cavern floor. Interesting. What do we got here? Craft Dwarf Workshop. Still making rock pots. Okay. Not sure how many more rock pots we need. What is blocking the site? The door suspended the construction of wall because there's a stone blocking the site. That should be fine so long as somebody moves a stone. We can go ahead and redesignate that construction to be completed. Now, I see that the pasture is getting very, very small. That is a problem. Also, the refuse pile is absolutely full. That's one thing I do hate about not having the Masterwork mod. Is the Masterwork mod actually would let you do things like burn the bones and stuff for ash and use the ash to make certain things. And I don't know if you can do this here. But yeah, we definitely need to go ahead and increase that stockpile, because I see we've got a bunch of bones and stuff just laying around, and really all of those should be moved. What I could probably do with the bones, really, actually, this is bones, right? Actually, we can turn the bones into like crafts and stuff. So maybe some type of craft dwarf shop to do crafts of some bone crafts. I mean, those would be tradable goods, especially if they end up being master work bone crafts. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Carpenters, mason's workshop, jeweler's workshop. There's no way to rotate workshops. I did find that out, unfortunately. So one thing I'll have to do is just when I add workshops off to this side here, I'll have to account for that, which we could probably go ahead and actually get constructed now. Because that just makes sense to do it like that. Now, do I want it like that? Is that correct? Is that the way to do it? It seems to be working like that. So we're going to go ahead and build this up. Now, how many did I make this? So one less than over. So like this, but not this. That's correct. Oops. All right, there we go. So that gives us some more areas to put some workshops. I want to get those workshops moved out so I could turn the center area into maybe another goods spot, goods storage spot. I'm trying to get a lot of these goods moved around. Now, we do have a wood furnace here, which isn't bad. Bar block storage, a bar/box block stockpile. What that should be is if we're going to keep the wood furnace here, we should go ahead and change this bar/block style to go somewhere else. And then turn that into a wood stockpile, and then have a small stockpile for, or no, we should have just a wood stockpile there. What is he carrying now? Actually, bar/block, probably for, yeah, I think I know what that's for. Chains also was something that we wanted to try to work on. And has our manager actually gone ahead and validated these? He's not yet. Not sure why he's not doing that. And I'm not sure why nobody's come and grabbed this corpse yet. Okay, claim it. Can we please get the corpse dealt with? That would be great. And we'll get some items ready for dump. I see we've got a bunch of them sitting around here. And for stockpile food, we want to go ahead and make this some more drink. Actually, I'll wait till those stones are moved. Lots of dwarves that are sitting idle, so I imagine we'll get them moved pretty quickly. Alright. Empty bucket. We do not have empty buckets. Okay. I just noticed that. So we need to get some empty buckets made. Let's see. Leatherworks, metalsmith. Carpenters, wood, bucket. Make wooden bucket. Let's just make a bunch of them. Better to have them than not have them, really. And we don't have any lack of wood or materials, so. Actually, I should have made it this workshop that did that. So change all of that. Because this is the workshop that has all of the, what is it, E? Okay. This is the workshop that has all the wood next to it, right? So that makes sense. Okay, they're getting those dug out. That's good. I'm letting Rogueliker mainly deal with all of the digging. I'm not necessarily doing that. Okay, I see that we have an issue here. This wall still not being built, so let's go ahead and set this stone to be dumped, as well as a couple of these stones here. We've got, I see some stones here, some blood on the ground. Not sure what that's from. Just going to ignore it. All right. There we go. And then designate some plants to be gathered inside of our fortress area. Actually, let the plants grow in the fortress area. We can designate them to be gathered during a siege or something, but let's set some plants up to be gathered anyways outside. That'll keep some of our doors busy. Now, I do have a small refuse pile here. Actually, a corpse stockpile. I'll go ahead and save that. Lots of wood being cut up, which isn't bad. What do we have in this stockpile? Charcoal. Okay, so it is charcoal. Okay, so what we should probably do is also do another stockpile here for wood. That makes sense. Since we're going to be burning wood, we might as well get another stockpile in there for them to put wood on, and then that'll be our room designated to burning wood. A stray llama tame has been found starved to death. Okay, so that is an issue. Animals are dying because there's not enough grass for them to eat, and I can already see that that's becoming an issue. So let's go ahead and get rid of this zone and get a new zone. The question is, where do we put it? I think over here will be fine for now, and then we can always work on that in the future. But yes, definitely, actually, there. Just so they're not falling in the water and drowning. Okay, we want to set that to a pen/pasture. And let's go ahead, and we don't need the dogs really in there, but we definitely want the gander. We got a bunch of animals that probably put the dingo in there, I guess. I don't know if I should let all of these animals kind of walk around. There is a lot of, there's almost too many animals. too many animals. But we'll go ahead and get all of those animals moved. And then, where's the butcher? Some of these animals need to be butchered. There's just too many of them. I can go ahead and actually work on that now. We'll go to our unit list over to pets and livestock. Let's set a couple of those up to be butchered. Let's butcher. Let's see, a bull, hen, a horse, goose. Oh, I don't know how to actually set those to butcher. Well, I guess I'll just leave it for now. All right, let's go through and get some rooms made up. How's our job list doing? They all got validated, finally, so they're getting completed, which means forging metal chains should be a thing that we get going. Good. I did not make a stockpile for drink yet. Let me do that. All right, we were going to block all of them and allow drink. Okay, there we go. That should help a lot. Why can I not go all the way over? What did I mess up? Oh, I got rid of the... Okay. I was like, what is going on here? This looks weird. This makes a lot more sense. All right, good. Wood's being carried to the wood pile for stocking up. I see we could use some more bins, so let's go ahead and set a work order for wooden bin. Construct wooden bin. We'll go ahead and get 20 of them. And just limit it to one shop. That's fine. These areas are dug out. So we're going to go ahead and dump all the stone that's in here. Now, where is our stone dump pile? And spring has arrived. Fantastic. So that means a trade caravan should be coming soon. Give it a second. It does this all the time whenever a new season arrives. I'll go ahead and take a sip of my nice hot green tea while I'm waiting. That is good stuff. That is great stuff. All right, so spring. Let's keep moving forward. All right, I see that they still have not dumped that stone. Are you kidding me? What is going on? Okay, they're set up to dump it. It's just that there's so much hauling going on right now. Like, everybody's moving refuse and stuff. There's so much going on right now. You know what? That's fine. I'll just let that be a thing. Is this set as a training area? No, I didn't get rid of the pen slash pasture. And all the dogs are still in it. You know what? That's fine. Let them be there for now. That's okay. And then we're going to want to get a training area set up at some point. A vile force of darkness has arrived. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now being sieged for the first time in this series. This is a problem. Here they come. I don't know how many of them are coming. It looks like only a few, but we're going to go ahead and sound the alarm. Let's get everybody inside right now. In fact, before I even do that, let me go ahead and make sure that our burrows are up to date, and I can tell you right now that they're not. So we want to define this burrow. Let's go ahead and increase its range and make sure. I'm not sure what this area is about, but we'll add it. Okay, going downstairs. See, lots of areas not part of the burrow. So this is something we definitely need to make sure we expand. So that way the dwarves can reach critical locations such as workshops and the hospital. This is something a lot of people forget to do. Keep that in mind. So if you're playing Dwarf Fortress, don't ever forget to work on your expand your burrows as your fortress expands. Now I know I could cover just a big area, but I like to specifically highlight where the dwarves are. And the reason for that is because if I don't do that, I have a tendency to accidentally sometimes highlight areas outside of the fortress that they think that they can be in. And then if I call the alert and raise the alarm, they'll run to those areas thinking that they're safe there, and those areas are actually secretly outside, and then I've doomed everybody. And that is not something I want to happen. I need to go ahead and read up on how to work the military functions again too, because that's something that I haven't done in a very long time. See, if we set the alert, there's tons of doors that wouldn't have been able to get to their bedrooms. That's what I'm talking about, guys. That's what it is, folks. Got to make sure you get these areas selected. It would be a shame if you didn't. The cemetery too is actually pretty important, although this whole area down here needs to be redone. But I can work on that later. All right. Okay, so now that the alert is ready, we're going to go into the military, set the alert, the actual alert, which should be alert. It's inactive right now. We're going to go ahead and activate red alert for the civilian division, and I'll just leave them, the squads, I guess, doing their thing right now, but everybody should start. Yes, everybody is running inside. I just don't know if they're going to make it in time. I see some dwarves lagging behind. There's battles going on right now. Crossbows are flying as the Marks Goblins, which appears what these guys are is Marks Goblins, correct? Yeah, Goblin Bowmen. They're actually taking pop shots right now with a human crossbowman, and they also keep shooting at Cybrek here, who is a carpenter, and he's actually he's running for his dear life. He is not fighting back. Taking a look right now at the reports, let's see what is going on. So the flying silver bolt strikes the carpenter in the lower body, bruising the muscle and bruising the guts through the... Oh, he's in trouble. Hopefully he can get away. The goblin crossbowman jumps away from the flying bronze bolt, which is what the human crossbowman is doing. So the flying silver arrow strikes the human crossbowman in the lower body, bruising the muscle and bruising the guts. This bowman's probably going to die, this human bowman. However, if he can just stall them long enough that our carpenter can make it inside, I can sound the alarm. I don't think any goblins have made it inside. I see that there was a goblin here, and he appears to have died. Probably killed by the animals, as crazy enough as that is. There is another goblin inside the fortress. He's up here right now. He is fighting, I believe, with the stray dingo. If I see that correctly, they're actually fighting each other. The gander, the goblin bowman is fighting human crossbow, and a goblin yak bull is fighting. They're fighting the animals right now. That's actually somewhat funny. Strikes the stray yak bull in the left front leg, tearing the muscle. That actually kind of sucks. And gander tame has been found dead. So they are killing a lot of our animals. The elk bird is fighting. There's lots of fighting going on. Grandpa Ty here, he's fighting. Where is he? Where are these other dwarves that are fighting? Did we lose a dwarf? Is that a dwarf right there that we lost? Or is that... Oh, it's just a pool of somebody's blood. Okay, it's a very small siege. I think we're okay. It looks like one of these traps out here did capture one of the goblins. That's actually pretty awesome. We see crossbows just flying out. That human crossbowman just standing his ground. He's not even trying to get inside. He's just literally sitting there. He's going to die. He's going to die in the name of the fort. I cannot believe he's just going to die like that. I don't even know if this secondary bridge has a mechanism on it, but if it does, we're going to go ahead and raise it now. Let's see if there is one. I don't know if Rogueliker actually set that up to be a drawbridge. I don't think he did. I don't see a mechanism in the dining room unless he put it somewhere else, and if he did, I don't know where he would have put it. I do not see a mechanism. I'm going to assume that this is not a drawbridge. It's a willow bridge. I think it'll say drawbridge, won't it? Rough chalk bridge. Maybe it won't then. We're going to have to change that to a drawbridge, but you know what? Oh, I see there's a moat there. Yeah, there's a moat underneath it, it looks like. So why would it not be a drawbridge? I must be missing something. There must be a lever here. Oh, we need to resize this room. I didn't realize that was a problem. It is a dining room, correct? Oh, no, it's not even a dining room, is it? There we go. I'm not even sure if this was actually a dining room, but let me see. We've got some injured dwarves. Okay, if it's safe to pull the lever for our secondary door, I'm going to do that now. It looks like everybody's inside. The only problem I have is they're going to probably slaughter all of our animals. I feel like the animals actually are going to wreck them. I mean, they're definitely not going to kill them all. We've got dogs and stuff out there, but you know, maybe that won't be bad. We actually do have a little bit of an animal overpopulation right now, so maybe it's not a bad thing. Wow, we've got enough drink. Brew drink from plant. I'm actually going to go ahead and cancel that task because we literally have so much drink, it's not even funny. I'm going to prepare a couple easy meals. Easy meals aren't really that great, but they do give them a little bit of a morale boost and make them a little happier, so I'll go ahead and prepare some of those. All right, so yes, what we're going to do, we're going to raise the drawbridge. So go ahead and pull the lever. Somebody, anybody, pull that lever. And we should see the bridge raise. Any minute now. Any minute. There it goes. The bridge is raised. Human crossbow man is dead. He perished holding the bridge, actually. He perished holding the bridge. I feel bad because he wasn't even a dwarf, and he gave his life to hold that bridge for as long as he possibly could to make sure that all the dwarfs made it inside. If I can find his body, I will definitely have somebody build him some type of, I don't even know if his body's here. But if we get his body, we'll go ahead and have somebody, we'll make a nice little tomb for him. But I don't know where his body is. Well, we can find it. It's here somewhere, and we'll find it. Oh, there it is. There it is. Moment of silence for the human crossbowman that gave his life holding the bridge so that the dwarves could make it safely inside. I actually don't even think we lost a single dwarf. Now we can see here that the goblins are killing all of our animals. Not good at all. However, I do believe the animals are probably going to fight back, and they are indeed fighting back. It looks like goblins are actually perishing. Nope, that's just our animals perishing. Have any goblins died? Usually, the animals are actually pretty good. Okay, they are coming down to the dogs now. I imagine the dogs are going to do a pretty good job. The dogs are getting slaughtered. Actually, that dog right there is fighting pretty hardcore. He died, however. The donkey's dying. Okay, all the animals are going to be dead. They're going to kill all of them. Hey, don't worry, though, guys. It looks like a cow made it inside. Somehow, a stray cow. And, oh, they're killing puppies. This is awful. Stray puppy, and a stray dog. This is exactly why we need to train our dogs to be war dogs, because they probably would have had a better fighting chance. Now, that bull there, I think, is actually going to put up a pretty good fight. He seems to be holding his ground. Let's take a look at the reports here. So, let's see. He bites the stray dog in the right front leg. Wow, they're biting the dogs. This is intense. Okay, the yak bull here, he's fighting right now. So he with his the goblin bowman bashes the stray yak bull. So they're beating him to death. He's dead. He definitely distracted him for long enough. I really thought that our animals would have put up a better fight. I feel like when I played this game in the past, the animals put up a way better fight. It looks like they're finally leaving, though. Basically came in here, slaughtered all of our animals, and now they're actually leaving. Some of them limping out of here, bleeding out pretty badly. One of them we've captured in this cage over here. And then the rest of them just limping off after fighting all of our animals. So unfortunately, lots of animals perished, as well as you can see here that the corpse of the human crossbowman just out there out of the bridge. Immediately, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to build a tomb for him because he gave his life. You know, this right down here is where the graveyard is going to be positioned. And, you know, he gave his life for a fortress that wasn't even his own. So the least I can do is honor him with some type of proper burial. We're going to go ahead and build a small room that we can put him in. And this room will be his burial ground. So let's go ahead and unpause the game and actually go to military real quick. We'll go ahead and disband, take that alert off. and then we'll raise the drawbridge so that we can go out and collect the remains, as well as the spoils of war. And then I'm going to set animals to be butchered on repeat, because even though those animals died to goblins, they can still be butchered for meat. So it's not a complete loss. It's not like we lost the animal. We weren't really milking them or getting eggs from them anyways, so we weren't doing anything with the animals. So we'll just go ahead and butcher all the animals that are still good meat. What happened? Oh, and a trade caravan has arrived. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to leave the episode off here for Roguelike to take over. Before I let you guys go here, we have recorded for a pretty long time, but the general rule of the series was if a major event like a siege happened, that we could play it out well as it was happening. So I'm going to leave the fort off, and I need to give Rogueliker a challenge, because I do not have a challenge for him. So I could give him a challenge to build that tomb. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll give him a challenge to build the tomb, but then I'll go ahead and send him a message about, what happened and why it's important to build it. So that way, and the message of the name that did it, because I won't be able to put it all inside of the, the dwarf that we designated. So what I'll do is I'll just put, for set nickname, we'll put, build proper tomb. I actually don't even know how embarrassing. I don't even know really how to spell tomb. We'll just do a proper burial. Let's see, human. Is that too long? Probably, yeah. Proper burial. All right, and then for customization, the compression, we'll put his name in there. His name was Tomka Aslanashra. So Tomka Ash or Aslanashra. Okay, so I'll go ahead and, oh, dang it. Okay, we'll just put Tomka Ash, right? Okay. And actually, I'm sorry, I need to caps lock this, or he won't. No. All right, proper burial. There we go. So, yep, that's what we're going to do. I'll go ahead and shoot him a message when I send him the save file for this as well, so that way he's got a little bit better of an idea, too, on what to exactly do, since I just don't have the room to better explain it. So that is where we stand. I want to thank you guys for joining me for this episode. I do hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you next time.